So we did a little crash there, just a little one. It's all good. Right, something very broken with this car. Might be the boot floor cracked or something like that. I'm gonna keep driving it, like, yeah. Oh, and we've managed to burst one of the brake lines on the back. Right, we're a little bit after lunch. It'll probably take me about 2 hours to do that in total, I reckon. Now then chaps, welcome to another drift video. I've got a double header weekend at Teesside this weekend. We've not drifted the bastard at Teesside yet since we acquired the car. Used to come here quite a lot in the E36 days, so you might recognise the track. But yeah, we're at Teesside. It's a double header today. Saturday is meant to be like a practice day, like a mess around day, and then tomorrow is more of a low numbers exclusive day. So I've had some trouble with the car getting it ready this week, all last minute. I didn't do any videoing, but here's a quick little insight. I did a quick little video when I was there. So the bad time that I had last night, which is actually right now, change the oil. That's not too bad, although it's trying to change itself all the time. It's leaking like fuck from somewhere. Did some health checks on the car, yeah, found a few problems, yeah. Wishbone's bad, yeah, wishbone's bad, ball joint's bad. Standard E36 arms these, or extended E36 arms, yeah. E36 ball joint, brand new today, just purchased. What? You're supposed to get pressed in, mate. Why do you just sit in there? That's not right. So it'll press in that way, but then obviously upside down, not good. All right, just get one of the arms off of your E46 M3 parts car then that's turned in. Yeah, why don't you just do that? Well, yeah, would do, but this little chode here, where it goes into the hub, is too big. Yeah, too chody. So what am I gonna do? I'm drifting tomorrow and I've got no arms. Well, I'm going to now take the hubs off of that car, change the brakes, change the hubs, change everything. This car's going to have M3 front, basically, right? And yeah, I'm doing it tonight so I can drift tomorrow in the rain. Buzzing our kid, top mate, mad for it. Totally normal drift car parts. Padgett address 29 Brembo CSL discs. Totally normal. So yeah, following on from that, I had just a bad time. Just generally a bad time. So I got the front arms just about right. It's basically an M3 front end now. It's got M3 low wishbones, M3 knuckles. It's got CSL, M3 CSL discs with them Porsche brakes with Padgett RS29s on the bastard, right? I had some trouble aligning it. The front wasn't too bad. The lower arms are definitely a bit wider than the ones that were on it because both wheels were towing in a bit. So, you know, I managed to adjust it just about right, but yeah, the tie rods could do with being a little bit longer, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And then the rear, I had an even worse time because the trailing arm bush at the front basically had mangled up and come loose. It was just completely loose inside the housing. So I tried to adjust the toe on the back because it was out. And so long story short, the car should drive amazing today compared to Driftland. It must have been so, I mean, we span out quite a lot of Driftland, which is, you know, not quite like me, is it? I normally can keep control of the car reasonably well, and I span out a lot at Driftland. Now, I'm fully blaming, that's 3 out of the 4 corners of the car with something loose. So, I mean, poor preparation is my fault ultimately, isn't it? But, yeah, the car wasn't quite right, but the car should be mint. Now, the only issue that I've got is the diff's making some funny noises. I've brought the spare diff, a longer ratio diff. It is raining today, it's meant to be dry tomorrow, so it should be easier on the diff. But I'm just going to head out now and do my first session. The blower motor's also stopped working, E46 things in it. I'm going to rip it all out and just put a T7 race heater in, I think. But yeah, the blower motor's stopped working, or it's really intermittent. So I've just been and got some Fog X and stuff and Fog X the windows and all that. So hopefully it won't steam up too much. But let's go out and have some steady laps at Teesside. Straight away, and then I burned the fuck out of the clutch. I think the tyre pressure should be quite low, but that was embarrassing, weren't it? Decided to go on the big track. A lot of people are spinning out, so I'm not going to feel too bad, but that is not the way to start the day, is it? It's hard to say if the car feels alright. I mean, I think it's driving straight, but the clutch could have done without that big smoky smoke as well, but oh well. Well, pretty shit start that, weren't it? It's fucking all over the shop. Front tyres were quite down. They were at 23 psi. These are 808Rs, old school thing, so pretty knackered old tyres, but would expect a bit more front grip. The rear had way more grip. I've got 225 sized budgets on the back, 255 sized Yokos on the front. Would expect more grip, so I'm just going to put it down to the tyres being cold and low pressure. I've put 10 psi in both tyres now, so like 33, which is maybe a bit on the high side, but I wanted to go from one extreme to the other to see if it actually made a difference. So let's go back out now with some air in the tyres. Hopefully have a better time controlling the car, yeah? Feels a bit better. The heater motor must just be a loose wire or something, because it keeps cutting out and going back on and cutting out and going back on. The car felt a lot better then. Maturing. So we did a little crash there, just a little one. It's all good. Smashed the indicator lens, scuffed the bumper. Oh no, not the bumper. I'd say the car feels like it's behaving better, but I'm not sure. So compared to Driftland, Teesside, being a go-kart track, it's just like a normal racetrack. So when it's wet, you know, the rubbered in sections where the karts are going around, extra slippy, aren't they? So when it's like mixed conditions like this, not quite wet, not quite dry, then it's just really treacherous, you know. But yeah, other than a slightly weird idling problem, which I'm pretty sure is going to be because of that dodgy MAF, the knockoff MAF, it's running fine on wide open throttle, so that's all I really care about. But yeah, I'm going to go back out. I've not made any changes. Oh yeah, sorry, I've just softened the front dampers to see if that helps. I'm going to put the helmet cam on, I think, because we've got a passenger for this run. Matt's missus wants to come out for a run, so hopefully with a woman in the car I'll drive a bit better, eh? Let's see. You know, when I first turned into that first corner, the car just went forwards and it turned.
Oh,
It's too wet. drying up a little bit, I think.
Are you not scared of it rolling?
No?
No.
Are you?
I am, yeah. I would be if I was driving. I'd be scared of it flipping.
What's it going to flip on?
What?
What's it going to flip on?
I don't know.
I can't quite send it in there full whack because it just fucking spins out.
That was good though.
Yeah, it wasn't until it span out.
on that first bit.
Huh?
I was going to shoot myself on that first bit.
Why?
I don't know. Oh dear.
Right, hopefully not spin out this time. Nearly. We nearly got it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Automatic windscreen wipers.
Didn't you just click that?
I did, I turned it on. I turned it on the automatic, nice automatic. Right, we're going full send, last session. Slow-mo drift.
That's quite good, that I got my friend as well.
I think it went alright, that towards the end, didn't it?
I do, yeah. Well, it wasn't bad. Very much take me out.
Alright. That was slightly better. Didn't loop out half as much, but it's still the same shitty conditions with the track. And the RS29s are not warming up at all. I've got no real bite from the brakes as expected. I've got some other pads that I was going to slot in. I didn't even bring them with me, but it's not too bad. It just could be better. But I mean, yeah. I'm able to hold the car on the brakes and do some kind of like slow-mo drifting towards the end. I've not got the pedal cam rigged up. I don't know if I can be bothered, to be honest. It's a bit too much chew to edit with the pedal cam, but yeah, it went alright, I think. It's still obviously miserable conditions. It's raining again now. We might get some dry running later in the day, but apparently tomorrow is going to be dry, so we'll not worry about it too much. But yeah, other than that, car's going really well. Alignment feels good. All the work, you know, staying up late and all that shit. Guess it was worth it in the end, eh? I'm just going to keep driving it and hope for the best.
Bad.
Does it look dry? Not dry, is it?
Patchy.
Yeah. I'm really bad at this corner, really bad. Well, the front of the car is just not gripping, that's the problem.
Got no grip.
We've got a misfire now. Nice idling high. Yeah, we got a bit of a misfire on the go. No check engine light though. Got no power, Captain. That's just dead. Oh,
Fucking hell.
no power, man.
Dunno.
I've got coil packs for me. Try an old
I was about
reset.
to say that, try that. Winner.
Might be worth unplugging that math, maybe, I don't know. So what the fuck's that looseness? There's something got to be loose as fuck to make that noise.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone thinks I'm trying to do 360s.
Fingers crossed there.
Huh?
He just fucking shite pants. You can hear that clunking though.
Yeah, it's pretty clunky, isn't it? What's that?
What the fuck was that?
Dunno. Feels like someone's gonna fall out of the car, doesn't it?
Fucking does, yeah, back end.
It like clunked through there, but then kicked itself out as it was clunking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad if I start using that because I ain't got a fucking clue what I'm doing.
I mean, might as well give it a go. You got that place, have you?
Straight into the fucking gravel. Right, something very broken with this car. Might be the boot floor cracked or something like that, but some at the back end's just, yeah, really bad. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to put a cork in it for today. Go and get the car on the ramp, take the rear subframe off. Something's very fucked, so go and try and find out what it is. Right, made it back, safe and sound. It's only about 4 o'clock, despite the darkness out there. We've got a few hours to have a look at the car anyway. If I find out, I'll let you know, eh? Hopefully it's something we can fix tonight and do some more skids tomorrow. Right, I've concluded well, not concluded, but I can't find anything. Just as last night, I just can't find it. Well, there is one thing, but I don't see how this could be causing the thunk inside the cabin and also causing the drivability issues. So the noise, or the light noise, is definitely prop shaft, right? Input into the diff. Just kind of had to wiggle the wheel at the same time, but that's the noise. But where is that noise actually originating from? What's causing it to be like that? And why is that giving me so many drivability problems? The boot floor, not the healthiest, but I can't see any big cracks. We expected it to be hanging off the way it was driving. Really bad drivability, so there's got to be something else. There's got to be something. Bash my head on that then, bastard. There's got to be something loose somewhere. There's just... there's got to be something somewhere. If it's just that, then I don't know what. Put the spare diff in and see if the noise goes away. But yeah, happy to find that the boot floor is not completely hanging out. But what's causing the problem? I've had the bar on all the suspension bushes, everything. I'm trying to find it. I can't find anything. It's crazy. Right, we're about an hour on, and look, I've got 3 lads here now, and no one can figure out what the hell is going on. The diff's out. The diff's fine. Diff's golden. Yeah, I cannot find a single problem. There's a few things which are a bit, you know, less than ideal, like the inner CV joints on both drive shafts are a little bit sloppy, but nothing like what we were getting. I don't know, it's real annoying. Right, kebab pizza was too much. The car's all back together now, but we've still not found anything. Well, we found some things. The rear diff bush the big boy at the back was proper loose, so we've wrapped the little spigot that goes through it in tape and put it back in.
Have some more sloppy Joes.
Just slop.
I made them extra sloppy for you.
Lady, you're scaring us.
Yeah, the back diff bush is probably the biggest thing we've found. I'm gonna keep driving it, like, yeah. Oh, and we've managed to burst one of the brake lines on the back. You reckon it's that centre joint thing? That centre bearings shouldn't be a problem though. Oh, hang on, look at them, I think they found something. One in the car as well. Look.
Your shifter's not touching on it or anything like that, is it?
Well, this is the thing, the shifter was vibrating a lot in the car as well. Just do it again, Matt.
Oh, that's there.
Hang on, stop it. Do it again.
That's in there.
Again.
I think that's in the gearbox.
Again. It's just a culmination of a few things.
I can't tell if it's running down.
I think it's quite a few worn-out things, isn't it?
Again.
You can hear it here.
Yeah.
Is it that you, Jay?
No, UJ feels fine.
Is it? Again. Watch it when he stops it though.
Yeah, it's fine. So the only thing that I've actually found slopping is these rear CVs. Do it again, Matt. But you can't actually see any slop on these. Again. The diff's not moving anyway. Again. The diff's still moving a little bit, but fuck it, I'm just gonna have to drive it, aren't I?
Yeah.
Alright, Matt, I'll do. Alright, the gentlemen's are leaving because we're done. Now, we've not really found anything drastically wrong with the car. There was a couple of little things that were wrong with it. So we fixed them. The fuel tank straps, the fuel tank straps were a bit baggy, and the fuel tank had the ability to move around a little bit and might have been causing some of the banging at low speed. And yeah, the diff bush at the back was, I mean, I couldn't make the diff move when it was all buttoned up, but once we had everything loose, there was quite a bit of slop in that. So we've sorted them issues out, but we've also caused some problems. So when we were taking the subframe out and when we were jiggling around with this rear right wheel, managed to, the brake line on this side, it's the only brake line that's not been changed, and it was ready to go anyway, and it popped the brake line. So I had a little pinhole in the brake line. So that was less than ideal, but we managed to find a solution, courtesy of one through DC2. We managed to find a solution. I mean, look at, what the fuck's this? Is that an aircon delete, is it? What the fuck, man? I keep finding stuff with this car, and I'm just like, what? We're gonna have to go over it one day, you know. I mean, it's been misfiring a lot today, and yeah, I think we just need to spend a few weeks, like, absolutely going over it. I mean, I know I could say that for a few cars, but I know. Anyway, what's the solution? Well, you can probably guess what we've done. So I took one of my internal lines from the DC2 off of the T-piece that came out of the hydro, and we've just looped it. So now there's nothing going to the rear brakes. Yeah. So whereas before the pedal and the hydro were connected to the rear brakes, now there's nothing connected to the rear brakes. So we only have front brakes. So for one, the pedal feels a bit strange, and for two, how is that gonna work? Could it actually be beneficial? This is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to talk myself into it, obviously. I'm trying to see the silver lining on the cloud. If I'm only slowing down the front, surely that means the back might be a little loose. You know, if the centrifugalness of the front wheels is, you know, contracting and the rear's just like fucking freeballing, mate, does that mean that maybe I could have more control with the brakes? Because I'm only using the foot brake anyway, right? So there should be some more interesting cars there tomorrow. I'll show you a bit more about the pits and stuff, but it's another late one. It's not quite 1 o'clock, so I'm going to get a few more hours kipped today, but it is knocking on for 10, so I'm going to pack my shit up. I will get the car loaded up, ready to just pick up tomorrow morning. And yeah, we'll get back up to Teesside and hopefully have a better day of it. Alright, the story's not quite over just yet. So I just had a quick test drive and everything works, brakes work. Obviously very easy to lock the front brakes now, but I guess we'll just deal with it. But Yeah, the transmission noise was like 40% of what it was before, maybe. So like massively reduced, but it was still there. Now, I've taken this little sleeve out again. So this is what we put loads of tape round as like a bodge. Focus you. So I'm just gonna put some more tape around it. You can see there's Matt's put a bit of a taper on it as well. A taper with a tape. So I'm just gonna like just do some more taping and try and hammer it back in. It's in a weird position. It's one of them where when I was taking it out, I was like, this is gonna be a twat to get back in, isn't it? It's just up there, look. It's a lot easier to get in without the roll bar and everything in the way, but yeah, I think it'll be all right. Loving life, 2K22. Right, that was a right twat to get back in, but I think you'll appreciate the engineering here. Right, this took a while for engineering brain to kick in. So 10mm Allen into the, whatever it is, spigot? No? Something? I don't know. Into that anyway, and then just wailed the fuck out of it. Hopefully that'll be even better than it was before, but I did have to take some tape off. One thing Matt said to me was, don't put too much tape on it, and I put way too much tape on it. Although maybe with this method I'd got it in, but yeah, it's in there tight now, so yeah. Hopefully that'll do it. Practically nearly finished that. 2 hours to spare, yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a better day at Teesside. More control of the car. I don't know, maybe not. We're relying a lot on those front brakes, aren't we? It's going to be a different experience, but hopefully it'll be a fun one all the same. Today wasn't much fun, was it? No. So I'll see you there, eh? Just for good luck, eh? I said just for good luck. Just for good luck. It's different. Just for good luck, I said. Just for good luck. Oh, it's way different, look. Oh, come on. I was trying to do a good thing. What a fudger. Fucking hell. Alright, it's the day after. Feeling fresh. Yeah, let's go to Teesside and have a better day. It's a really good day. I've been inspired by this video. I saw someone shared it on the Discord about I think it's Matt Shuri in Australia or New Zealand or something like that. Or maybe even it was in Japan, I don't fucking know. But yeah, I've been inspired by this video, so let's just cut to that and then yeah, we'll get to Teesside and have a real good day, yeah? Nice one.
Hey, glad you could join me. Yeah, just have a look, come have a look at this. Zero in, what's that? That is the accelerator pedal. Now, if you're a driver, you need to have this one all the way down.
I'm excited for that. We've arrived, everything's good. Yeah, good sleep last night.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's
Right, slight change of schedule. I'm going to go to Euro Car Pass at Stockton because it's open on a Sunday. What? It's open on a Sunday. I'm going to get a brake flaring tool, brake lines and a new rear brake hose, and we're going to fix the hydro because there's no way I can drift that track without one, I think. Or, you know, make best efforts, right? Let's just all try and be nice and have a good time, yeah? But to be honest, I need to fix it anyway, don't I? So, yeah. Sat in the car waiting for Euros to open. Good drift day. So I think it'll be better to have the hydro, simply because if I've still got the track map, which I have, so there's one section in particular where I probably do actually need the hydro. So do you see this bit here, right? So this track I've done, this track I've done, but we're now linking both tracks, yeah? So you can see that big long green line there, yeah? I'm gonna have to slow the car down sideways for that tight corner, and I feel like I could probably do it on the, I could probably do it just about right, but I reckon it would probably be better angle wise with the hydro. So we've finally found a reason to actually have a working hydro, and I don't have a working hydro, so you know, I don't want to look like a buffoon, well, most of the time anyway. So yeah, we'll get this fixed up. Hopefully it won't take more than a even if we lose the morning, we've got all afternoon. The weather's good, you know, the track's going to dry out by afternoon anyway. There's only about 40 cars booked on, so there's at least 3 hours of continual track time, as long as the car behaves. Obviously we've got other issues like the misfire and the, you know, questionable drive line slop and stuff like that, but hopefully we can get some good dry running this afternoon. Okay, that's the plan. Now to Halfords to buy the world's worst brake flaring tool. Yeah, nice one. Right, I just got back, so I think I've got everything. I had to go back to Screwfix again for a line cutting tool. I've got flaring tool. We just done a flare and it worked, test flare. But it's only about an hour until lunch, so I'm gonna go out in the car as it is now, just get a feel for the track, you know, have some skids. The rear tyres were only at 20 psi, so that wouldn't have been helping yesterday. I put them up to 35. We're just gonna go out. Obviously we've only got front brakes, so you know, we're just gonna go steady, have a good time, and then over lunch, or you know, after a couple of laps or whatever, we'll come in and we'll yeah, fix the rear brakes. Sound good? You know, I could just start fixing the car now, but I just want to go out on track. You know how it is. Yeah, you know how it is. Yeah, it's bad. Front brakes are just locking. Yeah, no, we're not going to continue like that, it's shit. Right, I've never done brake lines before. I'm having a real bad time. He's had a bit of a worse time, little crash. All good. But yeah, I'm trying to flare the standard line. And you know, the copper lines was fine, but the standard steel line, this kit just kept slipping. And then it kind of slipped its last slap. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I basically just made a right mess of the line. Now, we're struggling to do the focusing, aren't we? Why not focus on that object in front of you? Alright, thank you very much. Well, I made a mess of it anyway, long story short. So, what's the plan? I'm going to see if there's a mechanic about, a mechanic man who might want to have a go. It's lunchtime soon, so hopefully people all congregate around here. If not, we'll just have to do a full line from the front to the back. I've got enough pipe, that's not a problem. Might just do a full line rather than wait for someone to come and help me. But what I'll do in the meantime is make a start on the other side. On the caliper side, I've got a new hose and everything from Euros, so new hose into the caliper, and then I can start this end. I can do this one myself. Just can't get that steel line to move, man. It's been a right bitch, but yeah. There's still solutions, there's still plan B, C, D, no worries. Right, we're a little bit after lunch. It'll probably take me about 2 hours to do that in total, I reckon. The only issues we're leaking slightly from that stupid brass union. But, you know, is what it is. We're just going to go out and see what happens. If not, I'll have to go back to just front brakes after all that. But oh, look at that, getting some help, getting the wheels on. Yeah, that was not fun to do. That was not fun. Did not enjoy that. But I've done brake lines now, so must be good, right? Let's get out. So with the engine running, the pedal doesn't feel as good, but it's still quite solid. It just looks like it's weeping slightly from that union. But you know, plenty of track time still to be had. Let's go and try and do some laps. We've got a quarter tank of fuel. I've got some more fuel if we need it. We probably will need it. Well, let me say, I hope we need it. So that's the first time I've ever done brake lines. Trial by fire. Yep, brakes are working. Oh yeah, brakes feel, well, I won't say good, but brakes are there. Finally, we're back out. Right, I think my problem then was I didn't have my foot the fuck down, did I? Let's try and do that. Only thing is I'm not allowed to be a staff lad into here, so we'll have to go steady into the top a little bit, but then we can try and get our foot the fuck down here. This guy's face. Oh no. Parking sensors. Alright.
Trim attached to all your parking sensors and all that's hanging off, so rather
With parking sensors?
yeah, rather than it all fall
I
off.
need them. Alright, cheers, I'll sort it out. Looks like the parking sensor shouldn't come out again.
Drive fast.
Can't do turn 1 and 2, but rest's fine.
Who cares?
Stops a little bit there. Drag the tyre in. Well, the good news is I now own a Milwaukee tyre inflator because I borrowed it off of Boyd. Very excited, and then I set off with it attached to my car and snapped it. Brand new. So yeah, I now own this. Fucking hell. So how was that then? It was okay. Could have been better, could have been worse than it. I couldn't really get into a flow with the first 2 corners. There was a lot of coolant down or something. It was just real slippy. I just couldn't get on with it, but the rest of the track was alright. Obviously it's pissing it down now, so I'm not going to talk to you too much outside. Having the rear brakes on board was definitely a lot better, but obviously I wasn't using the hydro. I tried to use the hydro a couple of times, and it's just hard to get my brain in gear with it, you know. It's completely foreign to me. I never had to do it before, but yeah, I thought well, obviously having the rear brakes connected is helping the stability, because it was awful. When I had the front brakes, it was awful. I was just locking up the front brakes all the time. But yeah, coming down, like this centre bit, like between the two tracks, being able to drift that, fucking awesome. Love that. And obviously carrying it round, and then, you know, probably should have tried to go wider on the entry, and then I know a lot of people just like then, you know, using the hydro to get wide, but I was happy doing my own thing. I'll get packed up now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a future video. I've not got much planned now after this, to be honest. This is just this is like the last dance. There's a KA race coming up shortly. Maybe not too shortly. It's at the end of November, so in about 4 weeks, I think. I signed up to do it, so that might be the next motorsporty thing you see. If not, there'll be some garage videos in between. I want to put this on a diet and stuff like that, but I think that'll be a longer term project. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, chaps. Thanks for watching.